Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh. You guys. You guys and gals, shout out to you. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Shout out to everyone that supports this channel. I know it's early in the morning. It's a little after 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm on my way downtown. I gotta walk it because if I go later than 5:30, there is a slim chance that I will actually go out. Now, the other day, I don't know how she, but if you got a repeat, right? I tell you to come back Wednesday, and let's say that you go to the office on Tuesday to try to get you another position, another job. She got people going on your ticket. Someone took your slot. They stole your job, and then she don't really expect you to react to that. You know what I mean? And the people that she be replacing us with is the people that don't need to go out that day. And there's no way in the world you can't tell me, you can't tell if someone is under the influence of drugs and alcohol. You just can't convince me. So shout out to the chat. This is your home girl. 914 Washington County, New York. We outside. We're on our way downtown. And I've been up for a few hours. I've been up long enough to get myself situated, to get dressed, and to head in the direction of the dispatch. That's what I'm doing this morning. Just Jay went live on her channel. Shout out to Just Jay for going live. Now, I didn't know she was live earlier because I was asleep, because I was watching the Oh So Dope live video, the live stream he was doing. And I like Oh So Dope, but I gotta be honest, man. He be putting me to sleep. And it might be my fault because when he comes on at night sometimes, I'm already relaxed. I've already taken my shower. I've already eaten. I've already situated myself to lay down and go to sleep anyway. And here he comes. He pops up live. He goes live. And maybe he is afforded that time period because he probably works all day. You know what I mean? A lot of the dudes on this app work all day. We only got a few bums in the sector. We only got a few unemployed clowns in the sector. And they feel that they're doing nothing wrong. A lot of the dudes in this sector, on this platform, actually think they are doing nothing wrong by being on YouTube from 5 o'clock in the morning all the way until 8 o'clock that night. That's something you could have been doing on a fucking job. Or you could have been working for yourself. You know? We got a lot of dudes on this app that do that shit. And we got a lot of bitch-made motherfuckers that support those bums. Why would you support a bum? I mean, come on, let's be real now. Let's be real, let's be factual. Let's tell the truth. Why would anyone in this sector, on this platform, support bums. Support people that sit on their ass 24/7 talking about absolutely nothing. They're not giving you no helpful hints, no good information. They're not talking about current events. They don't even cover nothing that happens in their neighborhood as far as anything goes. You won't hear nothing. Only thing you will hear is empty talking, gossip. And these dudes, the same dudes I'm talking about, want everyone to look at them like they are men. Want everyone to respect their space. But I don't respect people, especially men that don't work. You don't work. You sit on a fucking computer all fucking day. I know your ass is itching. Unless you had a flat ass, I know your ass is itching. I know to be sitting in a chair for 12 hours, you're going to have to eventually get up and go to the bathroom. Especially if you're eating or you're drinking anything, you're partaking of anything that's going into your body, that's dealing with food, that's dealing with consumption. You're going to have to eventually get up out of that chair and go to the bathroom. You're going to actually have to do this. If you're human, you're going to actually do it. To each his own. People can support who the fuck they want to support. But let's be real. A lot of people in this sector are empty-headed zombies. They have no mind of their own. They don't know how to think for themselves. They don't ask questions. They're not critical thinkers. They don't move alone. They move in a fucking group. And that's it. Nowhere in the world I'm going to be 45 years old, 50 years old, in my 30s or whatever, and be running with a group of adult people. That is not an organization that helps anyone. They don't do anything for anyone. All they do is gossip. Gossip, gossip, gossip. And unfortunately, they have a lot of older females that are my age, women that are my age or older, sitting in the chat, and they don't see anything wrong with what these dudes are doing. These dudes, these males, these beta males are pitiful. They're pathetic. They're weak. They're dweebs. They're losers. They're payasos. They're vatos. They're clowns. They're macundus. They're losers. They're worthless. They have no value. They have no value. Because their words mean nothing. Their words are empty. Their words are empty. And we got a lot of women in this sector that actually support dudes that are like that. Not one time have I ever heard a woman question that might be sitting in the chat of the person that they're supporting. I've never, ever seen any of those women type in and say, look, don't you think you've been on this too long? Don't you think maybe you should be doing something else? We'll all come back later. You know what I mean? We got women in the sector that won't say nothing. They will see you doing the wrong thing and they will be silent. They will keep their mouths closed. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Tommy Sotomayor was on this platform a few weeks ago. I remember when he first came back to YouTube, because he got put off of YouTube. He got banned in 2021. He came back this year. He was up here not even a good month. They kicked him off for whatever reason. I don't see anything that he did wrong. Not at all. In my opinion, he didn't do anything wrong. Not this time. He didn't offend anybody this time. But he has a lot of enemies. And trust me, there are some men in this sector that hates Tommy, that truly hates him. But for what reason? What fucking reason do they have to hate him? There's one particular male, it's a beta male in the sector, who takes his time out to go live on his channel, on his platform, and talk about Tommy. Just talk about him, talking about him. Why wasn't he talking all that shit when Tommy was alive? Why didn't he ever hit Tommy's link? Why didn't he ever go over there and listen to what Tommy was saying? Why was he so dead against Tommy? But we got a lot of cowards in the sector. They will actually wait for something to happen to your channel to get up there and talk shit about you. These are not real men. These are not real men. So I don't mind sitting up at night. Also Dope goes live, me listening to him for a few minutes. Because that's all it is. And whatever I miss, I will catch the replay. That's why the replay button is there. Shout out to the chat. That's why the replay button is there. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. This sector has changed from what it was a few years ago. A few years ago, someone did something that was detrimental to themselves and to others, and to creators that would actually speak up. They would actually speak up against what was going on. Not today. For some reason, nobody knows how to open their mouth. For some reason, everyone has amnesia. They can't remember the words to use. So it's a pitiful, I just find it very interesting that people hate one man so much. And it's not like Tommy came in and destroyed them. It's not like Tommy came in and took all their subs away. Because that was why Tommy originally came back to YouTube, to reclaim what was already his. To reclaim what was already his. His material, his speaking points, his audience, his subscribers. That's what he came back over here for. And we don't need no imitators. We don't need no pretenders. I don't understand why some men find it so hard to lead. I mean, to actually get into positions of leadership. They have no concept of being a leader because they don't really give a fuck about their audience. All they give a fuck about is what they can get out of the audience. What they can get from you. That's all they fucking give a fuck about. Not all of the men that are YouTube creators on this platform is doing that. Not all of them. Just a few. The rest of y'all. For real. Don't speak up when you get mad with a person. Don't speak up because they're in one group, another group. Shouldn't be grouping up with people anyway. That's what children do. That's what children do. Oh, it's a little dog out here. And that's what teenagers do. That's what people who have no maturity, no life experience, that's what they do. They join up with groups. And the group doesn't benefit them. It doesn't help them. Nothing in your life is being situated by socializing with these people. I've had people who have come into my chat, right, get mad at me for speaking my opinion. Trying to insult me, trying to insult my intelligence, trying to intimidate the other people in my chat. And I have had to remove people out of my chat. I have had to kick people out of the chat. I have had to put people in their place and tell them if they don't like what I'm saying or they don't appreciate what I'm saying, why are they over here? Why are they watching me? Why are they fucking listening? They don't support the channel. They don't support the channel. They got so much junk to tell me about me, but the real enemy is who they support. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some backwards shit? And for those people, they don't come back over here. They don't come back to my channel. You know why they don't come back? Because they never liked me in the first place and they never supported me in the first place. People don't have to tell you anything. Their actions, their behavior shows you everything. Actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than fucking words. And most of the people that come over here, they support this channel. They support it. They rock out with me. They might not agree with everything I'm saying, and they will actually type into the chat, be like, yo, Ray, we don't agree with you. We don't agree with what you just said. And I'll be like, okay. And then we go on with the video. So I'm not a person that closes myself off. I don't shut myself down because of what somebody said in the chat to try to disparage me. Because nobody can disparage me on this platform. You know why you can't disparage me? Because you're not qualified. You don't compare to me. You can't compete with me. And you're not qualified to do anything in my chat that you're not qualified to do. Your application has been denied. And that's what you got to do for the people on social media and for people in real life. If people are getting in your way, or you know they're getting in your way, or they're trying to stand in your way and trying to throw rocks at you, you got to be able to confront those people. You got to be able to confront them. They're so busy trying to confront me, but they don't confront the person that goes live and sit in a fucking chair for 12 hours with empty words, and all they're doing is gossiping. And these are men that are doing it. These are males. They're not even men. Males are different from men. When I refer to some men in the sector, I call them beta males, because I know that these people have no life. They are lower leveled people. That's what they are. That's what they are. And I hate to say it, but it's true. And they will try in their best way to play Jedi mind games with you. Let's say that, okay, I'm going to give you a perfect example. I'm going to give everyone a perfect example. This happened maybe over a month ago. Over a month ago, I was strolling the YouTube streets because I was getting myself situated to go to work that morning. So basically, I was minding my own business, doing what I have to do for me. Shout out to the chat. Good morning, Uncle L. I was doing what I had to do for me. And I come into a chat, the host got a poll up there telling people to vote about who the fuck they think is in my DMs. And these fucking idiots are actually voting. These people are laughing at me. And they think that shit is fucking funny. I don't see nothing funny. Nothing at all. And when you confront motherfuckers about being a part of that bullshit, the first thing they're gonna say, I wasn't there. It wasn't me. I wasn't laughing. I didn't vote. I just saw you. I just saw you over there. You know what I mean? But these motherfuckers will actually play with you. They will have a rock in their hand, a brick in their hand, steady throwing it at you. And then when you confront them, you be like, yo, I just saw you throw that rock. Or I just saw you throw that brick. And they're going to tell you, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Their hand is still in the air. You see the rocks coming. You see the bricks coming. But they swear to God, it wasn't fucking them. Or they wasn't participating in the bullshit. So everyone that was sitting in that fucking chat, everyone that's sitting in that fucking chat that was sitting there that fucking morning, all of them people are fucking guilty. All them people are fucking guilty of being haters of me. Arabia Barbosa, the BT1000, when I haven't done anything to these people. I haven't burned down their homes. I haven't stolen any money out of their bank accounts, out of their wallets, out of their purses, out of their pockets. I haven't taken any food out of their mouth. I haven't stopped them from wearing clothes. So why the fuck, and I don't mean no harm, but I do mean some harm, why the fuck would these perfect strangers get involved with some bullshit? And I still feel I need a fucking apology. I still feel that way. I still feel that fucking way. Because people be trying to meddle in your personal business. Who gives a fuck who's in my fucking DMs? You're not in my DMs. And the same people that question about my fucking DMs, they used to be in my DMs. But I don't talk about it. They don't talk about it. But they so concerned about people I might be friendly with in the sector that they don't like. And that's where all that DM bullshit talking came in. That's when all that tonteria came in. That's where all that bullshit came in. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I feel I deserve a fucking apology. That's how I feel. But I know I'm not going to get none because these people are petty and they're very female-like. They got a lot of feminine energy about them. Ain't nothing about them that screams a man. Just because you got dick and balls, that don't mean that you're a fucking man. A dog got dick and balls. A monkey got dick and balls. A rat got dick and balls. Shout out to the chat. And that's reality, man. People will do shit and they say, I wasn't involved, or it wasn't me, or I wasn't a part of that. If you was sitting in that fucking chat that morning, you was listening to that bullshit, you was laughing, and then you started voting, that screams a whole lot to me. That screams a whole lot to me. And you know why that shit was done that morning? Because they don't like the company I keep. They don't like who I associate with on this platform. Tough titty, get used to it. Tough fucking titty, get fucking used to it. The motherfucker, let me tell you something. Ain't none of these motherfuckers on this app paying any kind of bills in my house. Not one. Not one person has given me a gift card to a certain retail stores to put any kind of food in my house or any kind of clothes, any kind of shoes, nothing. They do nothing for me. But they want to worry about who the fuck I like, who the fuck I support, and who the fuck I want in my fucking circle. I'm going to be me regardless. I'm 52 years old. And then the same motherfuckers that was sitting in that chat that morning, they came over here one particular morning trying to disparage me, tippity typing in capital letters. And I had to tell people, you don't like what I'm saying? Create your own channel. Create your own channel. If you got so much to say, create your own channel. Do that. These motherfuckers are too afraid to even create a channel or try to create one because they know that the person that they following ain't even going to support them. They already know that. They're not even ready for the attacks that's getting ready to come to them. Because you want to sit in a fucking group. You're not ready to be attacked. You're not ready to have your picture up there and people critique you. You're not ready. So if you're not ready to do that, you're not qualified to talk about me, or you're not qualified to vote anything about me. You're not qualified to worry about who's in my DMs, who's calling me, who's emailing me, who's doing anything. As long as you're not feeding, fucking, or financing me, you shouldn't even be worried about it. You shouldn't even be worried about it. And I'm going to run who I want to run with. I'm going to support who I want to support. And let me tell you something else. There are some people on this app, and now let's say that you're having a hard time with something. There are certain people on this app that will sit there and they will laugh. They will laugh at your discomfort. They will laugh at your pain. They will mock you. But they won't ever lift a finger to help you. They won't ever do anything. And you know what? I don't mean no harm. How many people on this app has actually done anything for me? I can count on my fucking hand. I can count on my fucking hand. Who has actually done something for me out of the kindness of their fucking heart and don't want nothing back? Who? I can count them on my hand. And it ain't no group of people. It ain't no 20 motherfuckers. It ain't 30 motherfuckers sitting in someone else's chat voting about Arabia Barbosa. Mind your fucking business. That's my advice. Because you know what happens to people that don't mind their fucking business? They usually end up getting hurt. or something else worse happening to them. That's what ends up happening to people that don't mind their fucking business. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, I honestly believe in my heart, and I'm not gonna stop saying it, I deserve a fucking apology. But you know why I'm not gonna get it? Because that's how the motherfuckers really feel about me. They are haters. They are haters. And I see that it's a more common theme to hate on the females in the sector than it is to hate on the other men in the sector. We got men in the sector, males in the sector, that another YouTube creator will be tearing them up, going after them, destroying them. And they won't say nothing to that male YouTube creator, but then they'll go over there and look at what a female is doing. Oh, let's talk about her. Oh, she was doing this and that behind the scenes, and X, Y, and Z came out about her, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to laugh about it, and, we're going to push this content. It's not content. It's fucking gossip. It's fucking gossip. That's why when I usually go live or I do a short video or upload or I do a community posting, it's usually something surrounding me. It usually has something to do with me, my life, and my opinion about things. I don't mean no harm, you guys, but I do mean some harm. We got YouTube creators, right, that will be on this platform, right? And they'll have a chat going. They'll have a chat going. Now, everyone's in the chat chilling. They waving high. They doing X, Y, and Z. And the content creator is in a deep vibe. They're in a deep vibe. And even though they're in a deep vibe, I'm going to put it like this. If people come into your chat and you don't acknowledge the people that come into your chat, especially after they're tippy-typey you and having a conversation with you, shout out to you. Hey, Lonnie, good morning. Just Jay, good morning. No, I'm talking about what happened over a month ago. Damn, we're going to cut my wisdom. But I'm going to put it like this. I went into a chat over a month ago. In the chat, they had a poll. These motherfuckers was worrying about who was in my fucking DMs. Over 200 people. There was over 200%. I don't care what kind of percent. All these motherfuckers was voting. But when the motherfuckers that they was asking who was in my DMs, all these motherfuckers have been over there. And not one time did that content creator ask them, are you in Arabia's DMs? Do you talk to Arabia behind the scenes? Not one time did he ever ask the men, but he want to fuck with me. And I don't give a fuck. I still think I'm owed an apology. And I'm not going to get one. You know why? Because of who I choose to associate with. And I'm going to tell you one goddamn thing. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. If nobody is feeding me, fucking me, or financing me, you have no right to ask about anything about me or get into my private business or get into my life in any kind of way. Stay out of it. But hell no, we got some clowns. They want to laugh. You're going to laugh until all your channels go down. Because there is people on this app that don't like certain YouTube creators. Now, I haven't done anything to these people. If you ask them, well, Ray, did you burn down their house? Did you bomb their church? Did you steal money? from these people. You know what they'll say? No, none of those things happen. So what's the fucking problem? What's the beef? What is it? Hey, what's up? What is it? What's the problem? And I'm not talking about the women. It's not the women. It will never be the women I have problems with. Whatever happened in the past, happened in the past. I'm talking about these men. And they will not go against the men that are going against them. They will only focus on the female. You know why they focus on the female? I'm going to tell you why they do. Because they feel that the women are weaker targets. That's why. It has gone down in history where most of these serial killers, when they kill, when they have victims, who is the most percentage of the victims? It is never the man. You might have a man here and there, but it's mostly women. Just like in this area where I live, in Charleston, South Carolina, shout out to the chat. There's been a lot of women been disappearing. Over a couple of years, a lot of women have been raped. I remember I was at that homeless shelter right there off of Meeting Street, downtown Charleston. We pass it all the time. There was a woman, because I was in a 6-man room. There were 6 people to a room. At that particular time when I went to the shelter, one of my roommates, she used to work at night. She was a security guard at night. She did armed security. She left her gun. She made the terrible mistake of leaving the gun in the car. One particular night, she was coming back to the shelter. She wasn't bothering anybody. What happened? 2 men approached her. She got raped. She came into the shelter not too long after the attack happened. She never said anything to anyone. She went into the shower, took a shower, told her girlfriend the next day, please take care of these clothes for me. I don't feel like looking at them right now. The woman didn't think nothing of it. And then one day it came out. And the people that ran the shelter asked her, why didn't you report it? We could have took it, because she knew it wasn't going to go nowhere. And this woman was not from here. She was from New Jersey. What happened to my sister-in-law? 2011. I'll never forget it. So when these men start calling women bitches and hoes, tricks, this or that, she does this, she does that, we need to focus on her. I'm only thinking about what the other outcome can happen. People will target those women. You see the shit that's going on with Biz 101, his friend over there? Now, I don't know exactly all the details, but you got a lot of people wanting to be chummy with the woman. I only see disaster happening. That's all. That is it. All the people that's in my life, ain't none of them ever come to this YouTubes and talked about me. Not one. All the people that's been in my life, not one has ever dared to get a phone or get on a computer, create a YouTube channel, and say, let me talk about Arabia Barbosa. Let me tell you something about her personal life. They can't do it because I've already done it. I've already doxed myself plenty of times on this app. So everything is cool with the people in my chat. It's just that I know I got some haters. And it's not because of something I personally did. It's because who I choose to run with. That's who it is. It's who I choose to like. That's the fucking problem. Oh, well, Arabia's on this side. Oh. Well, how are we going to destroy this person if Arabia is standing in the way? Well, I tell you what, we'll try to destroy Arabia, and then we'll turn back around and go get the rest of them. They can't touch me. They can't fuck with me. In order to destroy me, you got to find someone. Find them. And I suggest you pay them a certain amount of money when you do it. Because ain't nobody on this app going to pay. You're not qualified enough to pay anyone. You're not qualified. You ain't got enough money. Huh? You can get everybody in your chat to help you. Oh, we're going to raise this money. We're going to pull this money together. And we're going to destroy the BT1000. We're going to destroy her. How they going to destroy me? Because I don't have camera slips. I show up on camera. They can't use that against me. How they going to destroy me when I talk about my own financial situations, good or bad? How they going to destroy me? They going to ask Birdman some questions? They going to go to the grave where Birdman is buried and dig him up? I dare you to do it. I dare you. Even when he was living, he didn't have a bone in his body and say, I'm going to speak out against Arabia. He knew better. Who took care of him when he couldn't take care of himself? I did. I did. Where were any of them clowns? When Birdman would wake up 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning and be in pain, who had to tend to him? There were days I couldn't even go to work because I was afraid to leave him alone. And it happened anyway. These motherfuckers trying to destroy the BT1000. Try it. I remember a few years ago, I was confronted with a situation on this app. And I remember one of my support team, 2 o'clock in the morning, called me and said, Arabia, we got a situation. We got a problem. We got an issue. I said, what is it? They sent me the video. There was a timestamp. Listen to it on this part, and then we'll go from there. That's why I say, anybody I've talked to, go ahead and release it. Do it! I dare you. That's how people are. And I just can't let that go. That shit, that morning, and I was not silent. I picked up my goddamn phone and I called in. And I said, what the fuck that pole doing up there? Oh, you can't take a joke. You can't take a joke. No, people tell you can't take a joke when they really want to insult you. Yeah, these motherfuckers trying to insult Arabia. I can't be insulted. Huh? Where was the penitentiary? If the penitentiary couldn't stop me, what makes any of these lame ass niggas think they can stop me? Huh? How they gonna stop me? Huh? Cause ain't none of my family ever gonna come to this app and talk against me. They know I'm on here. Hey, there go Arabia again. There she go. Uh-oh. There go Arabia. She releasing more personal information. Mostly about herself. About herself. Okay, yeah. Oh, damn, Ray. You had to say all that. All right. Ray, you didn't have to go there and here. Oh, shit. All right, never mind. Everybody in the family don't pay Arabia's YouTube channel any attention. Don't pay it any attention. We will talk to Arabia on a later date. They talk to me. They don't even say nothing about them YouTube videos. Nothing. Because they know all of it is true. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, shout out to everyone in my chat. Uncle L, Just Jay, Mika. Lonnie, shout out to all of y'all. Yeah. So yesterday, we was in the daytime. Today, the sun still hasn't come up. Still hasn't come up. Not yet. We got a few hours before the sun comes up. Got a few hours. Yeah. So, I got up early this morning. And, I did what I had to do, attend to myself. Because I always take care of my personal business before I leave the house. Shower, shit, shave, whatever I need to do, I do it before I leave the house. Now, I might not have to go to a bathroom for another hour or so. So it is what it is. Shout out to the chat. I got to convince myself not to drink any water or not to eat anything at least an hour before I leave that house. It's kind of hard to find a public bathroom nowadays. The way they got everything situated now. Oh, I could still do it. There's plenty of places to go. As long as the door is open, you can get in. Or the code to a certain building, you can get in. Because we getting ready to go past a building where I still know the code, how to get into the building. Like if I ever go into that section where we getting ready to go, and let's say I got to go to the bathroom, I know the code. Guess what? I'm pressing the code and I'm going upstairs. I'm taking the elevator, I'm going upstairs. They don't know if I live there or not. Shout out to the chat. So I do a lot of trespassing. If the police were ever to get involved, it'd be a trespassing charge. That's it. What they gonna do? Take me to jail? I be there for what? It's not even 2-3 days anymore. I'll be there. I guess they say until you see a judge, but in most cases, if they really want to hold you, they can hold you for a couple of days or maybe a couple of weeks or something like that. But because I have a criminal history, I got a criminal record, and I'm a documented mental health patient, they would keep me a little bit longer. They just know when they release me, they have to make sure that nothing goes wrong where I could just go back home. That's the good thing about having your own place. You can just simply go home. Or if you're living with someone, you can just simply go home. You know what I mean? Shout out to the chat. I remember when I used to live with Sergeant Crystal Reagan and my niece and my nephew. And this was a long time ago. This is before they even moved to Virginia. I stayed with Crystal for 6 months. Let's say that again. I stayed with Crystal for 6 months. And while I was there with her, I was working, and I was attending 12-step meetings back then. So when I left, I moved into my own apartment. When I moved to Greenville, South Carolina, around that time, that woman only been to my house once. She only been there one time. But she was so happy for me. She was like, "Oh, Ray, you come on, yeah, you doing it. All right." And then the phone rang. And it was New York. And it was time for me to meet my biological family. And the only thing Sergeant Crystal Reagan told me to do, and that was the last time I saw her, she said, "Arabia, don't forget about me. Don't forget about me." I never forgot. Even when I moved back to New York, I didn't forget that woman. No. I was trying, how you be at home and you get a little extra money or something and you be so happy and you send that money home. I used to send Crystal money every month. And every time I sent her money, guess what? She would send it right back. She said, "Stop worrying about me. I'm going to be just fine. I'm going to be just fine." And that's why people need to worry about who's really in their life. You got family, you got friends, you better worry about those people. Don't worry about people DMs. Don't worry about who talking to who behind the scenes and all this other foolishness. People always be worried about the wrong thing. Lord have mercy. Shout out to the chat. And that's reality. That's reality. For me. Maybe not for nobody else. But for me. So now I'm heading down this way. I should be... Damn. I haven't passed the big building yet. I haven't passed the halfway marking point yet. I haven't gone there yet. I'm still a little ways away. See, we're getting ready to come up on U.S. Foods. And by the way, they're not hiring. It just seemed like, and I don't mean no harm, it just seemed like to me, after the government had shut down and took all them people food stamps, it just seemed like to me certain places slowed down for a certain reason. And it seemed like to me, and I don't mean no harm, but I do mean some harm, it looks like this country is going to go through another crisis as long as Trump is president. And I don't mean no harm, but I do mean some harm. He has brought the racists back out. America has always had a race issue, a race problem, a dilemma with this problem. It's been going on ever since America was so-called discovered, so-called established during the Revolutionary War. And I find it very interesting how the people that came over to the colonies of the so-called United States back then came to the colonies and they wanted freedom from Britain. But it wasn't for the reasons that they said they wanted their freedom. See, what American history don't tell you, what the books don't really tell you or express to you, and you got to catch it. You got to catch it when you can catch it. And if anybody knows anything about Charles Dickens or any of those dudes that was writing books back during that time, they are telling you, he is telling you in his books who came to America around a certain time periods, which countries they came from, and how they got here. And trust me, a lot of those people were not, I must say, religiously wise. See, we had the Pilgrims and the Puritans, and they came to America, but they didn't come to America because they were serving the church so wonderfully, or they were serving God so wonderfully. They came to this country because these people was locked. They was incarcerated in someone's prison, in someone's dungeon. Okay? And he writes about it in his book. There was this book that he wrote. It's called The Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. The Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. And you will read, there is a part in the book, and the movie plays it too. There's a part in the book where young Pip meets this criminal dude, this dude that's running from the law, this dude that's hiding out from police officials and authorities, and he's hiding out. He escaped from a prison that he was in, or he escaped from the situation he was in. Him and another convict. It was him and another convict. And that's what they used to do. And he came from another country. He was sent to America to be an indentured servant. A lot of them did back during that time. A lot of them did. So when I say this country, the people that fought during the Revolutionary War, they knew if they would have lost the war, all of them that had something to do with the signing of the Declaration of Independence, if the colonies, the 13 colonies, would have lost the Revolutionary War, all of them would have been deemed criminals. All of them would have been charged with treason, and all of them would have been executed. Because back in those days, if you was charged with treason, they did not put you in a jail. They did not lock you away in a dungeon. They got rid of your ass. They unalived you. You did not have the permission to live anymore. Once you was declared a traitor, once you was accused and convicted of the charge of treason, back then they put you to death. I don't know what they do now. But back then they used to put them people to death. They did not play with them. And let me tell you something. A lot of people don't know who Anne Boleyn is. Anne Boleyn is the mother of Queen Elizabeth I. Anne Boleyn is the mother of Queen Elizabeth I. She was also the wife of Henry VIII. She was his second wife, because King Henry VIII was married to another woman named Catherine, and he didn't want Catherine no more, so he divorced Catherine. He annulled his marriage to Catherine, and he married Anne Boleyn. And the Catholic Church was not crazy about this union. They was like, oh, because the Pope, he sent messages to King Henry VIII, and he said, yo, check this out, dude. I'm not fucking playing with you. You can't be rocking out with this bitch. If you rock out with this bitch, yo, I'm gonna have to cut you off. I'm not fucking with you no more. Fuck you. Fuck your team. Fuck the broom you came on. Yo, he was telling him that. You know what King Henry VIII said? You know what? Fuck you, Pope. I'm going to create my own church. And that's how the Church of England got started. That's how the Church of England got started. So, of course, he was salty. Of course, he was salty with Anne Boleyn because she didn't give him what he wanted. And he wanted a son. He wanted someone that could actually take over England and sit on the throne as a male heir. Females were not valued back then. See, if females wasn't valued back then, females are not valued now. Let's change that up. If women were not valued back then, women are not being valued right now. This is the reason why women are not being valued. But let's go on who Anne Boleyn was. Okay, so she didn't have a son. She didn't produce a living male heir for King Henry VIII. So he got mad. He got frustrated with her. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to get rid of this bitch. I'm so sick of this. This bitch didn't give me a son yet. Yo, I ain't got to put up with this shit. I ain't got to put up with her lame ass. I'm fucking tired of her. I'm fucking tired of looking at her fucking face. All she gave me was a little bitch to take care of. Yo, I don't feel like going through this headache. I don't feel like doing it. I already did it with my first wife. I already got an older daughter named Mary. Mary ain't shit. Elizabeth ain't shit. And now Anne Boleyn getting on my fucking nerves, so I'm going to get rid of this bitch. You know, he had her charged with treason. One of the charges she was charged with was treason. They put this bitch on some steps on a stage. They took her head off with a fucking sword. They buried her. They forgot about her. But she had a daughter. And the daughter was Elizabeth I. Now, Elizabeth was a mean old bitch. She was mean. She was low down. She was ratchet. Some of these white people tell me, hey, we ain't that bad. Back in history, it showed that y'all was ratchet. Even your bitches were ratchet. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, so Queen Elizabeth's mama was Anne Boleyn. Even though Queen Elizabeth was 2 years old when her mama got killed, she was told stories about her mama. She sympathized with her mother. So when Queen Elizabeth I came to the throne after her sister Mary had passed away, she took the throne. Yo, she got that crown. She got that scepter. She got that cape. She came walking up there. She was pimp walking. She wasn't walking all dainty and shit. Nah, that nigga had a pimp walk. And she got on the throne. She said, yo, I don't like the fucking way my father treated my mother. And ain't no son of a bitch gonna treat me like that. Fuck these niggas. Fuck the broom they came on. They get 2 scoops of fuck you right up their ass. I ain't fucking with none of these niggas. They can lay down and die because I ain't fucking with them. So she never got married. Queen Elizabeth never got married. She never had no children. This bitch was a beast. This bitch was a beast. Yo, if you was in her court, if you was a lady in waiting and you was in her court, and let's say you get up there and you get married, right? You rocking it out with your man. Yeah, you rocking it out with your mans. You pregnant and shit. You doing your thing. You think you sitting on top of the world? Shit, Queen Elizabeth find out and you didn't ask for fucking permission? Oh, that was it for you. You went to the fucking dungeons. You might have been charged with treason and your head got cut off. Queen Elizabeth was no fucking joke. The other Queen Elizabeth, that bitch was just riding on the coattails of the first one. She was riding on the coattails of the first one because she knew she wasn't qualified. She knew she wasn't qualified to sit on no, on no throne like that, like Queen Elizabeth I. Queen Elizabeth I was a fucking gangster. She was a fucking gangster. She had motherfuckers working for her that were pirates. And let me tell you something about them pirates that used to work for Queen Elizabeth I. They would go out there in the water, in the ocean. They would see the Vatican ships. They would rob the Vatican ships, burn down the Vatican ships, And they used to do that quite a bit to a few of those ships that came through the waters of Europe, going different places in Europe. And they always had money. They always had money on these ships. So Queen Elizabeth knew about this shit. She said, yo, check this out, niggas. Y'all want to get paid? Y'all want to be the boss? You want to be large and in charge? Do what I tell you to do. When you rob these niggas, when you jack them, make sure you don't fucking mention my name, yo. Don't mention my fucking name, yo. Queen Elizabeth was nasty. She was nasty now. She was nasty. She had got England involved with the slave trade. But most of the European countries involved with the slave trade, England just came into it after Queen Elizabeth I was sitting on the fucking throne. And she was gangster, man. She was like, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to build up this money for England. And if anybody want to go up against me, yo, me and my boys, we going to handle them. We going to two-step. Now, that's a real two-step. When a motherfucker can jack you for everything you got, everything you own, they got you and they telling you to your fucking face, there's nothing you can fucking do about it. Word. Good morning, highly favored. That's right, Mika. Yeah, shout out to Lonnie. Shout out to everybody in my chat, yo. Yeah, Queen Elizabeth I, she was no fucking joke. She was no fucking joke. Her daddy was a gangster. Her grandfather was a gangster. His father was a gangster. She comes from a line of gangsters. A line of gangsters. And she had a crew right behind her. She had her ladies in waiting. I'm going to tell you something. After they had killed Queen Elizabeth's mama, Queen Elizabeth never forgot about that. When Queen Elizabeth I took the throne, took her crown, and sat as the head ruler of not only England, but the Church of England. She was over a bitch was over the Church of England. A bitch was telling people how to fucking pray. A bitch was telling people what Bible verses to read. Her father started the Church of England because of her mama. So the daughter followed suit. Shout out to Queen Elizabeth I. A true female gangster. This bitch, when I went to Queen Elizabeth, said, Queen Elizabeth, now that you're over England, you're over the church too. You're over the Church of England. How should the people pray? How should the people worship God now? Queen Elizabeth said, yo, let them rock out like the way they've been rocking out. But let them know they got to pay homage to me. They paid homage to my father. Now they got to give me the same respect. They got to give me the same respect. Basically, what Queen Elizabeth was saying, get down or lay down. Get down or fucking lay down. And she was taking heads. Literally. She was putting bodies in the fucking dungeon. She didn't give a fuck. If you went up against her for any reason, you was eliminated. You was vanquished. You and your whole family could go down. That's how she looked at it. She looked at it like this. People want to fuck with my mama. Everybody that has something to do with the destruction of my mother, I got something for them. I got something for them. And trust me, she handled every last one of them. She went back to her mother's house where her mother people were living. She said, yeah, during the time when my mother was living, a lot of you stayed loyal to her. This is what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to hook everyone up with a job. Everyone is going to have a gig with me. But I need you to work with me. Anything that happens around me, yo, I need you to come back and I need you to put that in my ear. Put that in my fucking ear. Yo, word. She had her ladies in waiting, doing most of the work, pushing most of the paperwork. That's how they found out that the Queen of Scots, which was Mary, Queen Mary, was trying to, sabotage Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth had the throne in England. She was rocking out with her people. And here come Mary of Scots talking about she the rightful queen of England. She gonna get a lot, Elizabeth, pushed out the way. She gonna push her wig back, all this shit. Queen Elizabeth found out. She was like, yo, this is what I'm gonna do for you, bitch. Since you planning on going up against me, I'm gonna put you in this dungeon. It's gonna be the Tower of London. I'm gonna put you in this fucking dungeon, bitch. And guess what? You gonna sit there and you gonna rock it out. You gonna rock it out until I either send your ass home or I push your wig back. I'll bust your head to the white meat, bitch. Don't fuck with me. Yo, Queen Mary of Scots went up there, sat in that dungeon for 19 years. 19 years. And during that time she was sitting there, she up there writing Queen Elizabeth. Elizabeth, I'm down with you. I ain't had nothing to do with these clowns were trying to pull on you. I don't know what's going on. I ain't got nothing to do with it. But Queen Elizabeth said, I saw you throwing the rock. You can't play no Jedi mind games on me. I saw you, bitch. I saw your letters, bitch. I saw you try to play me, bitch. That's how Queen Elizabeth was to Mary of Scots. Mary of Scots still writing the letter, crying in the letter. She was tasting her tears. Shout out to the chat. She was tasting her tears. Good morning, Tamika. So highly favored and Tamika, Lonnie, Mika, Just J, Uncle L. Shout out to the whole chat. Everyone that's coming to this chat. Yeah, Tamika, I'm talking about Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth I and how she rocked out. How she not only did she take the throne of England, but she took head leadership over the Church of England. Shout out to her, because that bitch was a real gangster. But let me finish the story before, my wisdom get cut. Let me finish the story. Shout out to you, Tamika. Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you get some rest today. Because I know you be working. You be working so hard, Tamika. Tamika be working so hard, you guys. I feel bad for Tamika sometimes because Tamika don't really never get no sleep. She really don't never get no sleep. When she go home, Tamika gotta support her people on the YouTube. She gotta go home. She gotta take her bath. She gotta fix herself something to eat. She gotta be bothered with her old man. Then she gotta come on the YouTube streets and try to rock out with some of her people. Yeah, shout out to Tamika. If you want a real supporter, Tamika McCullough is it. Shout out to Tamika. But let me finish on with the story, Tamika. And the rest of the chat. Shout out to the chat. Let me finish. So, Queen Elizabeth and Marion Scott, they were writing all these letters to each other for 19 years now. 19 fucking years. So finally, Queen Marion Scott done fuck up. She done send the wrong message to the wrong person. The letter had got intercepted by one of Queen Elizabeth people. Queen Elizabeth people rocked out and they went to Queen Elizabeth. And they approached her. They said it something like this. Say, yo, homegirl, I need to talk to you. I need to put something in your ear, man. For real. Yo, just catch me in the corner right here. Catch me over here. I don't want nobody else around us. Don't bring nobody. Just bring yourself. Yo, word up, nigga. I got something to tell you. You gotta hear this, nigga. Shit, Queen Elizabeth went over there in that fucking corner. And yo, what's up, man? What's up? What's up, dog? What you gotta tell me? Yo, they ain't tell her nothing. They just handed her the letter. You recognize this handwriting? You recognize this seal? You recognize who name is on this shit? You recognize who the people is trying to go up against you? Yo, Queen Elizabeth was like, yo, fuck this bitch. This bitch out of here. Yo, not only did she get Mary of Scots, she got all the rest of Mary Scott crew. She got all of them. And she told the Church of England, she told the church, not the Church of England, because the Church of England was down with her. She told the Roman Catholic Church. She told the Pope. This is exactly what the fuck she said. I'm going to say it in nigga terms. I'm going to use the nigga noise for this shit. She told the Pope, yo, check this out. Don't fuck with me. Let me say it in Spanish for you. No carajo conmigo. No carajo conmigo. Alright? You understand that? We see each other. We got eye-to-eye contact. Do we feel each other? Do we have a misunderstanding? Is there an issue here? Is there a problem? Because we can solve it right now. Don't nobody fuck with me, and don't nobody fuck with England or the Church of England. I'm over all these bitch ass niggas. I tell everybody what to do. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with me or my peoples. I'm sick of you. You fucked over my mother. You made sure my mother got out of here. Now I'm gonna fuck with you. I'm gonna fuck with you because you fucked with me. You can bring Spain and the rest of them punk ass niggas. We gonna dust everyone. We gonna dust everyone. Just come to England. Come to England, nigga. Yo, the Pope was like, that fucking bitch. I can't wait till her fucking ass die. Yo, Queen Elizabeth ended up dying. Queen Elizabeth I, she ended up dying. So, the same woman that she executed, Mary Scott, her son had to come, which was King James. He had to come and sit on the throne of England. Shout out to the chat. And he united Scotland and England together. Shout out to the chat. Now, you know, when he inherited the throne, he also inherited the Church of England. But that nigga was nothing like Queen Elizabeth the First. None of them was. None of them. She was the one that started the golden age. You know where the golden age started from? Because of her pirates. They were robbing the Vatican ships and bringing back all the gold, all the silver over there to her. They were going to different countries, taking the resources from the people. They were doing it. And the only thing Queen Elizabeth asked her pirates to do is when they get caught up, do not mention my name. Don't bring my name up. I don't know you. I don't know these people. When the Vatican approached Queen Elizabeth in her early part of her reign, and they was asking her, they was questioning her about these pirates, you know what she said? Just like Queen Regina be doing on YouTube. I don't know these people. I don't know who you talking about. I have no knowledge of these people. And that's what Queen Elizabeth I did. She said, I don't know why you coming over here questioning me. I don't even know why you got all these questions for me. I don't know these fucking people. I have nothing to do with these people. Did they say anything about my name? Oh, they didn't mention my name. So why you coming to me with all this jazz, all this beef? We got a beef? We got a beef right here? We got a problem? Because I'll declare war in a minute. I will fucking declare war. Then people hurry up and shut the fuck up. Tamika, yeah, go ahead and get your 5 hours of sleep. You really need more than that, Tamika. You need more than 5 hours of sleep. You know what I mean? You need more. But go ahead and get your 5 hours, girl. Try to get your 5 hours. I know it ain't easy. Working them overnight shifts is not fucking easy. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be so tired when I get off of work, when I was working at Walmart. And then when I get home, all of a sudden, I would burst up with all this energy. And I would not do anything else. I would go ahead and take my shower, go ahead, change into my night clothes, and chilling, but I'd be up all fucking day. You know what I mean? I used to be in different people's chatting it up. I used to be on my channel, doing my channel, like the way I was doing it, because I wasn't on this channel, I was on the other channel where I had over 600 subscribers. Shout out to that. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. So, yeah, man. I don't know what time it is. Oh, damn, we got 20 minutes. We got 20 minutes and it'll be 5 o'clock. So we made it to downtown. We're not that far from the destination. We're not that far now. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, we made it, y'all. We made it. We made it downtown. We've been in downtown Charleston for over 5 minutes, but I was so busy talking about Queen Elizabeth I and what a real gangster is, and how to really, like, if you're gonna move your people in a certain direction, you need to do what Queen Elizabeth I did. If you ain't rocking out like the way she did, you ain't doing shit. But coming on this fucking app, talking about absolutely nothing and gossiping about motherfuckers all fucking day. And people in that chat don't never say nothing. They just sit there like a bunch of zombies. You know what I mean? Somebody gotta have common sense over there. And I'm not just talking about one group, I'm talking about all of them. If you were part of a group, you're part of the fucking problem. Shout out to the chat. That's real. So I made it downtown. I'm over here by the Veteran Apartments that's on Meeting Street. So we're going to be crossing over real soon to the other part where I need to be at. And then I need to be there. I'll probably be there a few minutes. Yeah, because I can see the horizon now. I can see everything now. So shout out to everyone that went live. Also dope. Shout out to him. Shout out to Jess J. She went live earlier. And, shout out to both of them because they went live. And what I like about them is that they real. They real people. You know what I mean? A lot of people that I'm subscribed to, they don't really play a whole lot of games. They don't play that. From what I understand, from what I've seen, the new ones that I'm subscribed to now, a lot of them just basically speak their mind. They shoot from the hip, and if people don't like it, they don't like it. It is what it is. Shout out to the chat. I like them. I like them. And if I like you, trust me. Trust me. I'm going to rock out with you. I don't give a fuck what nobody say about you. I don't give a fuck how people be moving. I don't give a fuck about none of that. If I like someone, and I'm not gonna change my mind, even if I get mad at him, even if I agree to disagree with him. If I like you, I like you, and I'm not gonna change my mind. Not. So shout out to the chat. Yeah. So we downtown. I'm gonna show y'all, man. They got this building, right? This building is paid, is being built, and they're going by your income. This building right here that I'm getting ready to show you guys. Somebody got their white car parked over here. That shit wasn't parked over there before. This got some funny shit going on, and the cops ain't make that person move. Anyway, this building right here that we getting ready, you see that? We've been in this building before, you guys. There was a couple of times the company sent me down here to work in this building. I'm going to put it like this. If you move into this building right here, right? Not the Porter, but the one right next to it. It's under 180. It's under the shelter system. Let's say that you're making, I would say, let's just give it a wild number, $300 a month. Let's say you're making $300 a month. When you pay your rent, you're only paying under $100. Because the percentage that they're taking from you, everything is going to be low income. I need to leave from where I'm at, and when these buildings get established, I need to move right here. Because number one, I'll be close to all the buses. Number two, I'll be close to all the stores. And number three, the office I dispatch through is down here. Nothing is in North Charleston. There's nothing for me in North Charleston. Birdman is dead and gone. He ain't coming back from the grave. So there's nothing for me in North Charleston. You know, nothing is holding me in North Charleston. But I bet you if I get me a better paying job, and let's say I'm working downtown, and I decide I want to move on my own out of the apartments I'm in right now, I'll be able to move. You know what I mean? I will be able to move. I just want to be able to have some fun, too. You know what I mean? Word. Because right now, everything is it's a little boring right now. Everything's a little boring right now. Yeah. So, that's basically what I wanted to share with you guys on the YouTubes. You got some people on these YouTubes that will try to destroy you, not because of who you are so much, it's because of who you choose to associate yourself with, who you support, who you shout out. And if those people don't like those people, trust me, they try to find ways to fuck with y'all. You know what I mean? And that's what people do. They don't like me rocking out with certain YouTube creators in the sector, but why should I rock out with them? Why should I rock out with them? Because their content is nothing. Their content, I'm gonna tell you what their content is. The ones that don't like me, the ones that don't like some of my YouTube creators. I'm gonna tell you what the opposition don't like. They don't like people that don't gossip. They don't like that. Now, everyone on this app gossips every now and then, but for the most part, what I could say about some of my YouTube creators, they talk about current events. And because I'm in other sections of YouTube, I'm over there with the Spanish speakers. I'm over there with the Swahili speakers. I'm over there with people that are down with the Nation of Islam or down with the Nation of Gods and Earth. I'm over there with them. Or I'm over there in a section where the LGBTQ is really popping. So I'm over in different sections of the YouTube. I'm not just always over here in this sector. And my opinion stands with my opinion. I'm going to rock out with who I want to rock out with. Because nobody on this app do anything for me. And the people that do look out for me a little bit, they do it from the bottom of their heart. And I can count them on one hand. If I can count certain people on this app on one hand, that's saying a whole lot. That I don't need a whole crowd of people to be me. I don't need a whole crowd of people to fucking exist. I don't need a whole crowd of people to do nothing. Shout out to the chat. That's real. That's real. Believe it or not, some people on this app, they're very loyal to me. They're very loyal to me. And I don't have to shout them out. I don't have to tell nobody their name. As long as I know who they are. Because anytime they jump up on the screen or do any kind of content, my heart skips a beat. Okay? I almost start breathing when they come. So, shout out to the chat. Yeah. I got a deep love for people that got a deep love for me. If you don't love me, you ain't got no real feeling for me, trust me. I know how to get away from you. Trust and believe. So shout out to the chat. Yeah. You see this building right here? Now this building right here is supposed to be going by people's income. From what I understand, they treat the people very badly over there. They treat the people very badly over there. I remember when they were building all these buildings back here. When I first moved to Charleston, none of these buildings were here. None of them. Not one. But I remember when they started breaking ground and started building all this shit. Started building all of this. All this right here, everything that you see over here, none of that was there. None of it. There was a pathway you could walk from off of Main Street and just walk to King Street. Just cross over to the other side of downtown Charleston. Now you can't even go through there. There is no little way to go through there. When I used to come home from work, when I first came to this area years ago, when I first started coming home from work, well, better yet, used to come back from work to the shelter, back to the shelter, I used to go right through this little pathway right here. You see the street right here? There was a little pathway right there. Now there is no way to cross over from Main Street to King Street. They unblocked it off. They unblocked it off. For no reason. Just to be stupid and racist. That's it. Believe it or not, racism exists. Everything is built on race. Trust me. People can say, it's not about race, it's not about the color of your skin. They're a damn lie. They're a damn lie. It's been in my face all my life. So I know they're a damn lie. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everyone that came over to visit with me this morning. So shout out to Uncle L. He was first in the building. Shout out to Mika. Jess J. Tamika McCullough. Lonnie. Shout out to Lonnie. And shout out to everyone that's sitting in the bushes. Shout out to people that didn't be tight this morning. Shout out to all my YouTube creators, my subscribers, my support team. Shout out to the people that really rock out with me and that truly support this channel. And I really do got people on this platform that really do like Arabia Barbosa in the most special kindness way. They're very generous to me. They're very loving towards me. And, it is what it is. Shout out to them. They know who they are. If I can count you on one hand, that means you're special and you're doing something right. And there's a very few people I can actually count on or depend on or even ask anything from. You know what I mean? If I can come to you and ask you, hey, you know how that is. So I got a deep love for certain people on this app, a deep-seated love. And shout out to you. And I don't like using that word, I love you, X, Y, and Z. It sounds too smushy. But anyway, shout out to y'all. I'm out of here. We have arrived at the destination. You can see the building that's across the street. So you know we're here. And we out. Peace. One. Thanks again. Like and share the video. Thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you for hitting the like button. Now hit the share button, please. Thank you. Have an awesome day, everyone.